Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday morning. It's one of those mornings that I could have just probably stayed in bed. I feel so lazy today, but I don't know. And it's only Tuesday. Usually by Thursday, Friday, you feel like you not want to come to work. I even have what I call my sweatpants on. I don't wear sweatpants in public unless I'm working out or around the house. It's the only time I ever wear pants. But I have these pants here. I have them in different colors. I buy them at Walmart. I call them my sweatpants. They're super comfortable. I don't know, but I enjoy them. All right. So we've been talking, prepping for seeding. I know last week we kind of took the week off to try to attempt to do a soda carb. So this week we're going to get back on topic again. So we talked first of all about soil health and doing a fertilizer test. Not a fertilizer test. You're going to do a soil sample test. And we kind of did that in class with that. The second thing is applying the fertilizer that you're going to need after you've determined the soil sample. And your soil sample will help you determine that. But so we know what type of fertilizer to go on. I think before we get into that, we kind of need to understand probably the safety. I think fertilizer is probably one of the most important safety things you need to know on a farm. Especially a lot of farmers, at this time of the year is going to be applying fertilizer. And we kind of need to be safe from that because it can literally kill you. So I think the most common type of fertilizer being applied, those of you that work on a crop farm and you preparing to seed, anhydrous ammonia. Those of you that don't know what anhydrous ammonia is, okay, it's that big white tubular tank. They're usually white. I have never seen it in any other color. If you're going down the road, it's usually being pulled by a pickup. If you're out in the field, it's usually right behind the seeder. Sometimes it's right behind the cultivator. Depends on how the farmer is doing it. A lot of times it's behind the cultivator, but I've seen them behind the seeder, especially if they don't cultivate in the springtime. They go directly to seeding. They'll hook the tank right to. So it's anhydrous ammonia. So it's kind of it's a nitrogen base. There's many reasons why farmers use it. First of all, it's easy to apply. Second of all, it's easy to get because it's in ample supply. So the main reasons why people use ammonia. And some people will put it on in the fall. It just depends. It depends on what type of practice you come from and what type of farm you come from. It depends. So it also depends on what crop you're going to be putting in, determines how much of that you're going to need. So what I would like you to today is I'm going to share a video on safety of ammonia, anhydrous ammonia, excuse me. And I'm going to share this article here. This article kind of talks more about the safety of it because I do believe it's important. In tomorrow's video, I am going to be doing an experiment for you with fertilizer. It's not anhydrous ammonia, so I'm not going to stress out about it. But I still need to be careful, because if it comes in contact with my skin or if it gets if it accidentally splatters up into my face, it still can hurt, cause irritation to the skin. So I'll be doing that. So think about this. So I find this pretty unique. I'm going to bring this in closer so you can see this. So anhydrous ammonia, probably one of the most deadliest things on a farm, especially if the tank erupts. If you come across an accident and you see one of those anhydrous ammonia tanks like tipped over in the ditch or part of the accident, I would quickly get out of the area because if that ammonia is in the air, it is going to do severe damage to you. If you think about it, so here is the effects on the body. And this is percent per volume. So just think about if I move this over to create this into a percent that you guys understand. So 0.5%, you should be able to detect that. Just think that's not very much. You'll be able to detect that by just breathing it in, and your nose is going to do a little burn. I have breathed in small amounts of that because one time in high school, the route that we were running for cross-country practice went past an anhydrous plant, and I don't know if a little bit got in the air or if the tank was left on or something, because let me tell you, I and the group of us that were running right there, well, everyone experienced it eventually, but we never ran so fast just to get out of there, because honestly, we couldn't really breathe. That's how bad it was. I don't know what happened there, but anyways, so if you think, if you get exposed to it, especially because it can be permanent damage. You could have lung damage, especially if you're breathing it in. Trust me, on that day, granted, we didn't get lung damage, but we felt it in our lungs. And, but yeah, it's, especially in your, just small amounts will get in your nose, throat, and eyes. You just get irritated. It's very irritating. It's kind of like a scratchy throat, scratchy nose. Your eyes irritate. It is very, it's very dangerous to get in contact with it, so that when working with it, I don't know, those of you that do apply it, don't be afraid to comment that, hey, you know what, we don't wear any PPE. I've seen farmers hook it up to their equipment, and they're just using bare hands and not even a mask. And granted, they're probably like, oh, I've done it this way for years, but you never know if you quickly get distracted or if something happens to you where you slip, and then you leave the tank open and you get knocked out. Just think, you get knocked out laying there, breathing it in, you're not going to survive it. So anhydrous is pretty dangerous. Like I said before, it's probably the most dangerous chemical that can be on the farm. Granted, a lot of farmers own their own white tubular tanks, but I believe you can't own anhydrous. You can't have a storage tank of it. I believe that's not allowed, but I could be absolutely wrong. Those of you that are farmers, you can correct me on that if I'm incorrect. But yeah, so if you guys have any anhydrous ammonia stories you'd like to share with me, go ahead. If something happened. Other than that, what I want you to do is, and I'll put this in Canvas and on the email, I want you to tell me, because it says right in here towards the beginning of this article, the advantages of ammonia, anhydrous ammonia, excuse me. And then what are some disadvantages of it? So give me one advantage of that. Give me one disadvantage. Also, I'm going to insert a YouTube video. It's about a 5-minute video. I would like you to give me one takeaway. So again, just one, that's all you need of that video. And those of you that are doing the alternative assignment, thank you for it. I kind of enjoy seeing what you're doing. I do want to commend Andrew, Heather, and Cody. I think they do that alternative assignment perfect, and each of them do it differently. And I like that. For example, Andrew sends me a photo every day and tells me what he did. For example, yesterday, they sold some cattle. So he tells me about that. Heather, she uploads her photo to the Canvas assignment in Canvas, so then I know which one's playing. So good job. And Cody usually just sends me an email saying, can you replace this alternative assignment for this task? So he's telling me which assignment to attach it to. I appreciate that. I appreciate Callahan and his dad. Either Callahan is emailing me or his dad emails me what Callahan did that day. So appreciate. So actually, those four doing a great job at the alternative. I mean, a lot of kids are sending me stuff, which is great, but sometimes I'm just guessing. Okay, I'm just going to put it on this assignment. Other than that, I hope everyone has a good Tuesday. Wednesday, I will be doing a kind of a lab that I did with fertilizer. So I'll show you that and have you do something with that. All right. Other than that, so remember for tomorrow's assignment, you are going to tell me the one advantages of anhydrous ammonia, one disadvantage, and one takeaway from the YouTube video that I insert. Other than that, get outside. It looks like it's going to be a nice day. So get outside also. Enjoy the day. Go for a walk. Go for a bike ride. I'm going for a run later today, so I don't know how many miles I'm going to do. So I'm building up. I have to build up. I have to run 16 miles on Saturday. Guys, I run it around town. So just imagine how many loops I do, or I find every cul-de-sac, run in the cul-de-sac, run in the next cul-de-sac, just to try to get 16 miles. Other than that, so be out running later today. So I enjoy Fridays and Sundays because I don't run on Fridays to rest, and then Sunday, why run when I can just take the day off? So other than that, have a good day.